Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including Model S updates, Tesla hackers, Bitcoin, and Tesla's newest EV competitor, the Ford F-150 Lightning. So let's get into it, and a special thanks to Keeps for sponsoring this video. First up today, it has been previously reported that Tesla is planning to expand their Giga Shanghai factory. They're already building the Model 3 and Y there for the Chinese market, as well as for the European market, and they had plans to expand quickly, seemingly to build out the factory to make their upcoming $25,000 EV. Many speculate that this could be called the Model 2 or be a smaller, more affordable hatchback version of the Model 3, and Elon talked about this at Tesla's Battery Day. Details have been slim, but rumors have said that it could come as early as next year. Now, as relationships between the US and China have gotten tense, Tesla has reportedly decided against the purchase of a plot of land located next to their factory. The root cause of this decision was related to the 25% tariffs on imported Chinese electric cars that are imposed along with already existing tariffs. Reuters reported that Tesla was planning to make Giga Shanghai a global export hub, but has since changed their tune. Now they plan to limit the proportion of China output in its global production. Originally, the factory was going to expand a ton. I already mentioned the $25,000 EV that would be made there, and that still may happen, but Tesla was previously planning to expand entry-level Model 3 exports to more markets, even including the United States. Right now, Giga Shanghai is able to produce around 450,000 Model 3s and Ys per year, and it seems that it will stay that way for the time being. Tesla's statement to Reuters was that the factory was, quote, developing as planned. Technically, Tesla never officially declared their intention to buy this land, but it was located right next to their factory and would have enabled them to expand to another 200 to 300 cars made per year. We'll see how this develops, but it seems that cost advantages in their other factories may drive expansion there instead of in Shanghai. This could even see a pivot of where the $25,000 Tesla would be made, but details in that regard have not yet been reported. Next up, a few updates about the Tesla Model S refresh. Tesla has faced huge delays with the Model S that has somewhat brought back the validation of the term Elon time. It was originally announced in January and supposed to launch in February with no real communication to order holders on what was going on. At Tesla's Q1 2021 earnings call, the last word regarding the Model S was, quote, first deliveries of the new Model S should start very shortly. Now it appears that Tesla is finally giving order holders updates and delivery dates. Multiple order holders have let Electrek know that Tesla advisors have confirmed delivery dates in early June for the updated Model S. I've also heard from a few customers who said similar. Hopefully this time Tesla is accurate with their dates, and if they're actually confirming delivery times, that seems very likely. I'll keep in touch with those customers I've spoken to, so stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed to hopefully see a new Model S review early next month. The new Model S Plaid is expected to be the quickest production car ever, and now it is being reported that Tesla has set a new record quarter-mile time for any production car. The time was set on May 11th in Bakersfield, and sources say that the Plaid Model S set an official time of 9.23 seconds with a trap speed of 152.16 miles per hour. That beats the previous 9.4 second record set by the $3 million Bugatti Chiron Sport, and it's absolutely wild to see these times coming from a four-door sedan. Tesla continues to show everyone across the industry how much better electric cars can be if you truly put in the time and energy to make them great, and that's awesome to see. Now, just yesterday, the Kilowatts posted some new photos of what appears to be the Model S Plaid Plus testing out at Laguna Seca, attempting to hit a record. It looks largely the same as the Plaid Model S photos and prototypes we have seen thus far, with one big change: a retractable spoiler on the back. We can see this from a number of angles, and this is notable because it appears to be an actual feature built into the car, with a control inside the car to retract it. Previously, Tesla had tested out a Model S Plaid at the Nürburgring with a spoiler, but this spoiler was clearly tacked on for this specific vehicle. Elon Musk replied to an article about this in 2019 to say, quote, the big rear wing is only on for 1 day for rear downforce calibration, isn't needed to set ring record, and won't be in the production car. So at the time, there was no plan for that spoiler. Another red prototype was spotted with a spoiler, but again, it feels very tacked on to the normal Model S Plaid design, amongst a few other body changes. This retractable spoiler seems like a feature that will stay and be a part of the Model S Plaid Plus when it seemingly launches next year. As a quick review, the Plaid Model S is what should be launching next month. Comes in at $120,000, gets a 0 to 60 in 1.99 seconds. The Plaid Plus, on the other hand, includes even more insane specs. It comes in at $150,000, gets a 0 to 60 in under 1.99 seconds, and a quarter mile in under 9 seconds, making it the quickest 0 to 60 in quarter mile of any production car ever. The other big draw for this car is its insane range of 520 plus miles, the longest Tesla has shipped by far, and it should be one of the first cars they ship with their brand new 4680 battery cells and structural battery pack. Currently, the timeline on Tesla's website says mid-2022, and it looks like when it finally launches, it may come with this added spoiler that was spotted yesterday by the Kilowatts. Next up, Ford has announced the name of their new upcoming electric version of the F-150 called Lightning. This is a big deal for Ford and for electric vehicles in general. The F-150 as it is now is one of the most popular vehicles ever in the United States. Originally, Ford's goal was to bring the F-150 to market this year and hopefully get it out around the same time as the Tesla Cybertruck release and GMC Hummer EV release. But now production has been delayed to 2022, although Ford has said that this was the original plan all along. Quote, Ford's smartest, most innovative truck yet will be all electric and called F-150 Lightning. The all-new F-150 Lightning will be revealed May 19th at Ford World Headquarters in Dearborn and live-streamed for millions to watch. The F-150 Lightning brings stunning innovation, technologies, and capabilities to the F-Series, America's best-selling vehicle, combined with the power, payload, and towing capability that is the hallmark of all built Ford Tough trucks. The only details shared so far are the front end of the truck shown here and the Lightning badge that the truck will have. Ford's CEO Jim Farley posted about the unveiling on Twitter saying, quote, America's #1 truck has been electrified for the future, and we can't wait to show it off on May 19th. Also in that tweet was a teaser ad showing the vast history of Ford trucks and talking about bringing it into the future. This is surely not going to please a number of people, and there were many who were upset that Ford used the Mustang name for the new, very well received Ford Mustang Mach-E. The Mach-E appears to be a great car that is living up to its promised EV range. However, it's a large crossover SUV hatchback, so it's still a bit odd that they used the Mustang name for that car. It really seems like Ford is signaling with both of these vehicles, though, that they truly believe the future is electric. They are taking two of their most popular, well-known brands, Mustang and the F-150, and taking them into the future with electric versions. Another quote regarding the truck specifically mentioned Tesla in a positive light. Ford's CEO said, quote, every so often, a new vehicle comes along that disrupts the status quo and changes the game. Model T, Mustang, Prius, Model 3. Now comes the F-150 Lightning. America's favorite vehicle for nearly half a century is going digital and fully electric. F-150 Lightning can power your home during an outage. It's even quicker than the original F-150 Lightning performance truck, and it will constantly improve through over-the-air updates. It's honestly surprising, but also good to see Ford's CEO acknowledge the impact that the Tesla Model 3 has had on the vehicle industry. They think the Ford F-150 will be a game changer, and it most likely will be. The real question will it be too late or too expensive? This will be the 2023 Ford F-150 Lightning, so true production deliveries won't begin until next year, and this could be even further delayed by the chip shortage. In my last video, I talked about the chip shortage that is affecting automakers all across the industry. Tesla seems to have been one of the few automakers that was able to look ahead at this issue, pivot their microchips to other suppliers, and not see any major hiccups to their production capacity as a result of the chip shortage. Ford, on the other hand, has been massively affected. Their vehicles and F-150 trucks in particular are piling up at the Kentucky Speedway and all around the country. Reportedly, quote, as of last week, it's overwhelming. You can't believe there's that many trucks. These trucks are piling up because Ford is able to do 99.9% of the production, but they are just missing one piece that they need for all of them, essential semiconductors. If Ford plans to go digital and electric with the F-150, they will surely run into these same issues, if not worse, needing more chips. However, they hopefully have the time to sort this out, pivot to other suppliers like Tesla did, or see the chip shortage lessen by the time production of the Lightning starts. But there may be one more issue holding them back, however, and that's battery supply. There is a lawsuit between LG and SK Innovation that says SK Innovation accessed trade secrets by hiring 77 employees from LG Chem's battery division. LG won this suit, and SKI has been banned from importing their batteries to the United States. However, the International Trade Commission has given both Ford and VW, who use SKI's battery, time to change suppliers. They have been given 4 years before the ban is truly put in place. Quote, SK Innovation will be able to import components for 4 years beginning now for domestic battery production for Ford's EV F-150 launching next year and for Volkswagen America's MEB line for 2 years, to give the automakers time to transition to new domestic suppliers. So it appears that this may not affect the launch of the Ford F-150 Lightning. However, it will surely affect them down the road, and it may even be smarter for them to try and get the right supplier from the start. They know that they can no longer use their main battery supplier in 4 years, and that gives them just over 2 years to actually use SKI on the Lightning. More on that in a minute. Real quick, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Keeps. Keeps is a subscription service that focuses on making it easier and more affordable for men to treat their male pattern baldness. Essentially, Keeps will prevent you from looking like me in the hair department. With Keeps, you'll have access to online consultations and conversations with a real doctor, automated shipping and delivery to your home, and more affordable generic options of the FDA-approved medications for hair loss. Now, 2 out of 3 guys will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they're 35. I know about this all too well, and the best way to prevent hair loss is to do something while you still have hair left. Keeps treatments can take up to 4 to 6 months or more to start seeing results, so it's important to act quickly since the sooner you start, the more hair you'll save. If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/RyanShaw or click the link in the description below to receive 50% off your first order. Again, that's keeps.com/RyanShaw. Now, assuming they sort out all of that stuff that I was talking about, because they are a successful major car company, the next question will be price. I'm 100% rooting for this vehicle, and there will absolutely be a market for it, but Car and Driver expects the starting price to be $70,000, with the fully loaded models topping $100,000. This would start well above the base price of the current F-150 lineup, so the electric version would need to come with some significant advantages for it to truly sell. Ford is undoubtedly going to keep selling the normal F-150 when the Lightning launches, and right there, with price, they might be driving sales towards the normal versions by default. This is because batteries are still more expensive for the time being, and because other automakers are just now catching on to the importance and interest in electric vehicles for the future. Regardless of your opinion of Tesla, it's pretty clear that they have more years experience making electric vehicles than anyone else. They have a huge advantage in this regard, as well as the ability to look into the future, see the need for more battery cells, and plan for it. This is why they are building their own battery production facilities. Long term, suppliers will either have to scale way up, or car manufacturers will need to follow suit, or else everybody is going to run out of battery supply like they are with chips right now. This is one of the first reasons Tesla probably isn't afraid of the F-150 Lightning for the time being. In fact, it might only help them by having electrification validated on a truck from one of the country's best known brands. The Cybertruck is controversial. However, even if Tesla misses the announced price targets by $20,000, the starting price will still be far lower than what we're expecting from the Ford F-150 Lightning. If they are as announced, the Cybertruck will cost $30,000 less when it hopefully launches in 2022. The design is stark and will turn away many potential truck buyers, but the specs, if they come true, will blow all other trucks out of the water in this price point. As a review, the top of the line tri-motor all-wheel drive Cybertruck is announced to start at $70,000. It will have a 14,000 plus pound towing capacity, a 500 plus mile range, and a 0 to 60 in under 2.9 seconds. For comparison, that is 200 miles more range than the $100,000 Hummer EV, with a 0 to 60 that is 0.6 seconds faster than the Hummer. Most likely, the Ford Lightning will end up with similar pricing and specs to the Hummer EV lineup. The Rivian R1T is a bit cheaper than these are expected to be, but still comes at a very high starting price. For the time being, this is why Tesla isn't worried. Sure, the Cybertruck is a wild-looking truck. Functionality has yet to be seen, but it seems that they are thinking of the right things when it comes to B, and the rear cargo space is very versatile. Tesla has also been recently seen doing benchmark testing with the Ram TRX as well, so we know that they aren't just designing the Cybertruck in a California bubble. They are ensuring that this truck is a proper truck. For many customers, the Cybertruck design is a draw, but for the average truck buyer, the assumption is that they will have to get over this crazy design in order to want this truck. With the announced specs, Tesla appears to be targeting the right things that may put many buyers over the edge to go, yeah, it looks dumb, but it's the best truck available for the price. Not to mention access to Tesla's supercharger network, which just hit 25,000 stalls worldwide. The Ford F-150 Lightning is a very important truck, and again, there will surely be thousands of truck buyers willing to take the plunge on a more expensive vehicle that is fully electric. It will surely be seen as a massive change for the industry, but for the time being, and for the next couple years, I don't think we'll see Tesla worried about it. Love it or hate it, the Cybertruck has tons of potential, and the real advantage for Tesla will come with battery cost and supply, which doesn't appear to be the focus or priority of any other automakers at this point. Still, I can't wait to see this truck unveiled, and it will prove to be a huge move for the industry, regardless of the initial price point. Good job, Ford, and it appears that President Biden is also excited about this. According to Ford, quote, "We're honored to host President Biden at Ford Motor Company and excited to preview for him the new F-150 Lightning and the exciting technologies that made it possible." He's excited, and the whole world is excited to see this new vehicle from Ford. Next up, Reuters is reporting that Panasonic is forecasting a profit jump, and it's thanks to Tesla. They're expecting their operating profit to jump by almost a third this business year, and it's in large part because they are a supplier of automotive batteries to Tesla. This comes as no big surprise if you've been watching Tesla's delivery numbers grow each quarter. When they sell more cars, they need more batteries, which is why they are long-term planning to build their own battery production facilities. Still, they need so many batteries that they have all intentions to keep working with suppliers and add their own batteries into the mix. Panasonic's CFO told the press that, quote, "The automotive batteries, which are nearly all Tesla, account for around 40%. The 40% he's talking about is the percentage of their operating profit. They see the potential for growth there as well, as they are also planning to build their own test line of Tesla's 4680 battery cells made in-house in Japan. This would come with all the same advantages Tesla unveiled at Battery Day and would keep a steady supply coming from multiple sources." Next up, a group of security researchers were able to hack a Tesla using a drone. Luckily, this is a situation that Tesla was planning for already and have already released a patch for this hack. Since their cars are so connected, fears of hacking are high, so Tesla has invested a lot in the past to pay hackers to get in and figure out where any potential leaks could be. According to the group who hacked via drone, quote, "Security researchers have found remote zero-click security vulnerabilities in an open-source software component, Conman, used in Tesla automobiles that allowed them to compromise parked cars and control their infotainment systems over Wi-Fi. It would be possible for an attacker to unlock the doors and trunk, change seat positions, both steering and acceleration modes. In short, pretty much what a driver pressing various buttons on the console can do. This attack does not yield drive control or the car though. Apparently, these hacks were originally written for a contest that Tesla had that was later canceled. Tesla accepted the hack anyway and delivered a patch in an over-the-air software update all the way back in October of 2020. Great news for safety as well that the hack was unable to control any of the car's driving, but randomly changing settings could surely result in an accident, and Tesla has already patched this particular issue. Last up today, you have probably heard by now that Tesla has stopped accepting Bitcoin. Many are furious with Elon Musk and feel that Tesla bought this on a whim and didn't realize what they were doing, or worse, bought it for a profit and sold it for profit. Elon's reasoning goes back to what many people's concerns were back when they first bought Bitcoin, and that's the environmental implications of Bitcoin trading. Elon posted a photo that said, quote, "Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, which has the worst emissions of any fuel. Cryptocurrency is a good idea on many levels, and we believe it has a promising future, but this cannot come at great cost to the environment. Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin, and we intend to use it for transactions as soon as mining transitions to more sustainable energy. We are also looking at other cryptocurrencies that use less than 1% of Bitcoin's energy per transaction." He followed that up to say, quote, "Energy usage trend over past few months is insane," citing a chart from cbeci.org that shows growing energy consumption. Many feel that this is just Elon trying to pump Dogecoin more, but it appears that this move came after a power plant was revived specifically to fuel Bitcoin mining. This is exactly the opposite of what Tesla is trying to do to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, and it seems like this move makes sense for their mission, as frustrating as it may be for many. It seems that Tesla jumped the gun on accepting Bitcoin as payment, and we'll see where they go in the crypto world from here on out. That's all the latest Tesla news for today, and it will be very interesting to see the full reveal of the Ford F-150 Lightning soon. Hoping for the best, and in the meantime, if you want to see why it might not be smart to wait to buy a Tesla, you can check out that video linked over here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.